Relations between North Korea and the U.S. have turned sour over the years. It began developing during the Korean War, but has grown because of the threats North Korea has instilled with their nuclear weapons and long-range missiles. The United Nations divided Korea after World War II along the 38th parallel, intending it as a temporary measure. The 38th parallel proved to be successful in keeping North and South Korea separate, so they made it permanent. Relations turned for the worse again when the U.S. negotiated peace in the Russo-Japanese War. Japan persuaded the U.S. to accept Korea as part of Japan's sphere of influence, but the U.S. didn't protest when Korea was annexed 5 years later. Korea wanted nothing to do with Western civilization beginning in the 19th century after they closed their borders to Western trade. During the occupation of South Korea, relations between the U.S. and North Korea were conducted through the Soviet military government in the North. Because of North Korea's submission to Soviet pressures and because of mass opposition to the lenient U.S. occupation of Japan, North Korea denounced the U.S. and began to form a negative view of the U.S. For years, leaders of North Korea have been brainwashing North Koreans, telling them that Americans are evil and child killers, and tortured North Koreans for sport, through intense propaganda spread throughout the country. Recent news. May 21st, 2013. North Korea fires short-range projectiles off its east coast for a third straight day, leaving regional officials puzzled over its motives. After months of aggressive language from the North, relative quietness had appeared to be settling on the Korean peninsula until Saturday, when the North suddenly launched 3 missiles or rockets that followed, with another launching on Sunday. North Korea is capable of doing anything that their so-called great leader asks of them. He's unstable and willing to do anything to remain in power, and will do, as many of his ancestors have done before for many generations. This is why the Central Powers should band together to rescue the North Koreans from their unknown burden of a leader. How Americans live today. They drink coffee made of snow, live in tents, and buy guns to kill each other, especially children. There are no birds, except for these, because they have all been eaten by the Americans. They survive off birds and snow, while their homes get blown down by the wind. This is common in modern-day America.
Oh my god, I love chicken.
The American Red Cross gives supplies to Americans from North Korea, such as blankets. Here they sit, drinking coffee made of snow, next to their dead friends in body bags. The lucky ones lie on the cots, or on the floor, while the rest of the American population lies outside, the cold, the poor, and the lonely.